Centro. Morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Hey, we both made it through the weekend.
Oh, we certainly did. One extra day to boot.
Yeah. It's amazing how good it feels when I get to sleep till 6.
One extra day. So
yeah. Okay.
Good.
Okay, now I've got something else for us to worry about. Okay, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic. Murder hornets. Okay. Well, scientists now say the Earth's magnetic field is weakening. No. It does not mean that you're going to see refrigerator magnets floating around in your kitchen.
Don't think so, huh?
Yes, and the magnetic pole is shifting from north to south.
If you say so.
Well, it does that on,
I was going to say, it's been doing that.
Yeah. It's nothing new.
Since the beginning.
It's like hurricanes and floods and earthquakes and volcanoes. They have happened throughout history. It's just that they are being better reported now.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Or more reported, okay?
Yeah, that probably would be more accurate.
Yes. Oh, well. So what'd you do over the weekend?
I did little projects here and there. Had some sprinkler issues that I needed to take care of, so did that. Did some reading, that kind of thing.
Okay. That sounds pretty much like what my weekend was, to include the sprinkler issues.
Yeah, they come up. You know, we have to have those darn things to make things continue to be able to thrive in our, how about maybe survive in our summertime weather.
Well, part of mine was a lot of thought process in designing a drip irrigation system for Pam's garden.
Well, you just get a lot of drips.
Well,
and put
I
them to
could
work.
probably, meet in the employee lounge here and come up with that.
That's right. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the definition of an expert is an unknown drip.
You got it. Oh, well. Anyway, it was, I won't say it was a fun weekend, but it was a nice weekend.
Yeah. Weather was actually really good.
Yeah. Don't get spoiled, though.
No, stand by because it's going to change.
Yes.
It's changing.
Constantly.
But we can still get that west breeze, ever so many days.
Yeah.
That makes it nice. The last 2 years, we've made it almost to the 4th of July and still had a west wind.
Yes. And we will take that.
Take it.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays.
Okay, let's celebrate our big shot birthdays. Brent Musburger of the Las Vegas Raiders. He's the broadcaster along with Lincoln Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
And Brent Musburger is 81. I've actually met him, and he is a very, very nice guy.
He looks that way. You just get that feeling.
Yes. And in the business he's in, nice guys are kind of hard to come by sometimes.
Yeah, they're hard to find.
Yeah. Drummer Gary Peterson of Guess Who is 75. Yeah, he's drummer for the Guess Who.
That's right.
Yes.
Guess Who?
Yes. Stevie Nicks, 72. Actor Philip Michael Thomas, he was part of Miami Vice, 71. Actress Pam Grier is 71. And Hank Williams Jr. is 71. Actress Margaret Collin is 62. And actor Doug Hutchinson, 60. Actress Jeannie Francis, 58. Ah, yes. Comedian Bobcat Goldthwait is 58.
Bobcat what?
Goldthwait.
All right.
Yeah, from the Police Academy movies. And, yeah, he can be funny. But a little bit goes a long way. Singer Lenny Kravitz is 56. Actress Helena Bonham Carter is 54. Actor Joseph Fiennes is 50. Singer Joey Kibble of Take Six, 49. And let's see, actress Elizabeth Harnoy is 41. Actor Rak Titsyan is 41. Local birthdays, we got them.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Alex Romero, Robert Garcia, Caroline Calderon, Joshua Potter, Kyla Romero, Tanya Hawk, Justine Stewart, Francis Munoz, Alejandro Ibarra, Sue Raybon, Robert Neal, Bob Holt, Dave Murray Jr., Gladys Villa, Michael Yates, Mike Castro, Colt Richke, Rudy Liziola, Preston Ellis. Happy birthday from KXO. And we wish them very happy birthday. Okay, were you much on making paper airplanes?
No, just, as growing up as a kid, you made paper airplanes, but there were some people really got into those. That was not me.
Yeah, it's Paper Airplane Day. Let's hear it for all the paper airplanes in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, aeronautical engineers have to start somewhere, don't they?
That's right. So they started with paper.
Yes. Oh, well. And let's see. It's also Chardonnay Day. Okay.
Chardonnay
I'll drink to
as
that.
in wine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'll drink to that.
Chardonnay.
Okay. Anyway. And, that's it for the day. We need something else to celebrate. I don't know. Let's call Hallmark and get another holiday.
Hallmark, yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Call them collect.
You got it. They used to be in Kansas City. I believe they are now somewhere in China.
Hallmark is?
Yes.
Their cards, I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Used to be headquartered in Kansas City.
Kansas City, home of Hallmark.
Yeah.
Used to be.
No more.
No more.
Okay. Are you ready for the news?
We've got some news. Places of worship reopen coming up. We'll talk more about that. And we'll get an update on the numbers.
Okay. It's World in California news to begin with, all brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. Give them a call. You've been putting it off. I've been warning you. We have an excessive heat warning in effect Wednesday through the weekend. Yeah, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
CBS News Update. Governor Cuomo and his 3 daughters wore masks as they rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. Investors are off and running on their first in-person trading day in 2 months. There are fewer of them allowed on the floor. They're wearing masks, practicing social distancing. WCBS TV's Christine Johnson with Exchange President Stacey Cunningham.
Symbolically, what does it mean for the New York Stock Exchange to reopen?
We are tough together, and we're stronger together. We're standing on a corner where our country was founded. For 228 years, we've been at the center of our economy, and we are going to prevail through this and for centuries to come.
Dow up 586, S&P back above 3,000 for the first time since early March. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
U.S. stocks are up as investors bet that the economy has bottomed out and hopes for a vaccine to the virus begin to improve.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
problem.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Memorial Day marked with huge crowds showing up to outdoor recreation areas. In the Sacramento area, Park Ranger Wade Derby says they wanted to give those swimming, rafting, and boating on the American River their space and their fun.
We know people have been cooped up for a long time. This is the kickoff holiday for the summer. We also want to try and get back to whatever degree of normalcy we can for folks.
But a lack of social distancing among the crowd at Discordia Beach prompted officials there to shut it down Monday afternoon. New rules for churches, mosques, and synagogues. They can resume in-person worship with restrictions. But the Reverend Joseph Bryant with San Francisco's Calvary Hill Community Church says they won't reopen until they know it's safe.
And I love my people too much to put their lives in jeopardy.
Bryant speaking outside San Francisco City Hall. California state worker unions hoping to avoid furloughs. Governor Newsom's administration giving the unions until June 12th to reach deals that will reduce state workers' compensation by 10%. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. You got AC problems? You call Lock Air Conditioning today.
You and Buddy are enjoying your walk when...
Yeah, I smell that too. I know, don't blame it on the dog. I hear that hissing too. Maybe it's a cat.
No, dude. A sulfur-like odor and hissing can be signs of a natural gas leak. Natural gas lines can be buried anywhere. If you suspect a leak, leave immediately and call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Thanks, deep voice narrator.
You're welcome, dude. You too, buddy.
Okay, you know how it feels when you've saved enough for that long-awaited home edition? Now imagine an addition on that addition. Whoa. That's the feeling with Capital One, where a new savings account earns an interest rate 5 times the national average. That's right, 5 times, as represented by 5 times more singers. This is banking reimagined. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Rate comparison based on FDIC national rate. Capital One NA member FDIC.
It's page 1 of the local news, page 1 of the service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Well, California will allow the statewide reopening of places of worship for religious services and in-store retail shopping, subject to approval of county public health departments. All retail stores can reopen for in-store shopping under previously issued guidelines. Under new guidance, places of worship can hold religious services and funerals that limit attendance to 25% of the building capacity or up to 100 attendees, whichever is lower, upon approval by the county health department. The new guidance for religious services and cultural ceremonies encourages organizations to continue online services and activities, including guidelines to protect individuals who are most at risk for more severe COVID-19, including older adults and people with specific medical conditions. The existing guidance for retailers previously allowed for counties approved to advance in reopening process now applies statewide. Retail can now open for in-store shopping statewide. The guidelines help edit the risk of workers and customers. Retail does not include personal services such as hair salons, nail salons, and barber shops. National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat warning for the Imperial Valley. The National Weather Service says strong high pressure over the southwest will cause temperatures to climb. Temperatures are forecast to reach 101 on Monday, Tuesday, and we'll see 107 Wednesday, expected to touch 110 Thursday, or 111 on Thursday, Friday 110. Overnight lows will be in the mid-70s, and the heat could extend into, yes, next weekend. KXO News Time, 7:44.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for all your service needs. Lube, oil, and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment. Quick Lane can handle it, and they service all makes and all models. Oh, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price, guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less.
In other local news, a multi-agency raid on a marijuana grow site in Blythe netted more than pot. Riverside County Sheriff's Office and other local and federal agencies conducted the raid on a suspected marijuana growing site near Palo Verde Community College Wednesday morning. During the operation, 104 individuals were detained, including approximately 80 people from the People's Republic of China. U.S. Border Patrol agents and Custom Enforcement Homeland Security investigations conducted interviews of all the individuals to determine immigration status. It was determined that 14 of the Chinese nationals were in violation of their immigration status. 2 were subjects, one from Guatemala and one from Mexico, were also illegally present in the U.S. 2 individuals were allegedly in charge of the grow operation, which also, they were also taken into custody. Well, the Calipatria City Council will meet for a council meeting this evening. It's May 26th. Meeting will get underway at 5. They'll go into closed session. That will conclude this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
We're open. Yes, the doors are open at Gordon's Carpet One, and we're following all CDC guidelines. We want you back, and we're blowing out our inventory with huge discounts. Come visit us today. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Gordon's Carpet One is also offering 12 or 18 months no interest on approved credit. The showroom is full of great deals. So come see us today during our store-wide clearance sale. Gordon's Carpet One, 945 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
It's page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
The Imperial County Public Health Department updated local numbers on COVID-19 pandemic in the Valley. In 1 week's time, the number of positive cases jumped by 436 individuals from 800 on the morning of Monday, May 18th, to 1,236 on Monday, May 25th. Active cases went from 453 to 688 over the week, an increase of 235. Those individuals who have recovered from the virus increased by 193, going from 332 to 525. Deaths increased from 15 to 23 over the same period. Testing has ramped up with an increase of 2,836 tests completed over the week. The OptumServe test site at the California Midwinter Fairgrounds is testing up to 132 individuals per day. Testing at OptumServe is available to any Imperial County resident. No physician referrals are needed, but you must make an appointment. More information is available on the County Health Department website. The OptumServe site will move from the fairgrounds to the Calexico Community Center on Monday, June the 1st. Many healthcare officials have said that the significant jump in active cases is a result of the number of individuals who bent social distancing rules over the Mother's Day weekend. Officials are hopeful that a similar spike does not occur with the family and friend get-togethers over the Memorial Day weekend. Well, the campaign is to garner valley-wide assistance and support to get businesses open quickly but safely. That's the Ivy Business Recovery Task Force. Katie Luma, Task Force Coordinator and Brawley Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, said in order for businesses to meet the county and state criteria for opening, the continuing spread of COVID-19 in the county must be slowed. She says the only way for that to happen is by citizen cooperation. Luna says they are asking everyone to take a pledge to assist. The pledge is posted on the task force website, ivybizrecovery.com. It asks all residents to commit to supporting local businesses by following health guidelines and taking responsibility for their own actions. Those taking the pledge will be asked to print it out and display it. The task force is a coalition of the Joint Chambers of Commerce, Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation, the Small Business Development Center, Workforce Development Board, the Local Health Authority, and Reliance Public Relations, in addition to partnerships with local cities, various county departments, and others. And we just want to remind you again, COVID-19 testing by OptumServe is available in Imperial County. Testing site opens on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's no cost. Testing is by appointment only. A doctor's referral is not required. You can register for an appointment online, or you can call 888-634-1123. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, the warming trend will continue this week with an excessive heat warning issued Wednesday through Saturday, with near record high temperatures in the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Slightly cooler, but still above normal temperatures are possible by late this weekend and early next week as an area of low pressure moves into the west coast. 101 our high yesterday, 66 the low. Sunny today with a high near 107, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low about 74, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 109, southeast wind about 5 miles per hour. We have 81 degrees downtown, 30% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest at about 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Operating a business during these unprecedented times can be extremely stressful. As our community navigates how to reopen while keeping employees and customers safe and healthy, EFR is here to help. EFR Environmental Services is now offering state-of-the-art decontamination services for offices, warehouses, equipment, vehicles, schools, first responders, and more, using a 3-step process, extensively trained technicians, EPA-approved chemicals, and an electrostatic spraying system. EFR provides the most comprehensive decontamination service on the market. Help us fight COVID-19 and keep our communities safe. Contact EFR today for a free quote at 760-562-4738. That's 760-562-4738. Or visit them on the web at efrenviro.com. EFRENVIRO.com.
Well, it's sports time. What's going on? Baseball. The Tampa Bay Rays opened Tropicana Field to limited workouts yesterday. 14 players took part. It was good to see some smiling faces, according to Rays manager Kevin Cash. That's what he said in a video conference with reporters after the workouts. And in the NBA, Well, in team-by-team virtual calls with players this week, National Basketball Players Association Executive Director Michelle Roberts said the overwhelming sentiment has been that they really want to play and resume the 2019-2020 NBA season, most likely in late July at Disney's ESPN Wide World of Sports in Orlando, Florida. And the match averaged nearly 6 million viewers. Yeah, it was, Tiger Woods, along with a few of his buddies. Woods and Peyton Manning scored a one-up victory over Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady. And the match raised $20 million for COVID-19 relief funds.
I understand how challenging this moment is for our families and our communities. That is why our state is responding at every level of government to slow the spread of COVID-19 while ensuring our most vulnerable Californians have what they need. But we can each do our part, and it starts by staying home. I know this is a big sacrifice for so many, but staying home saves lives. Learn more at covid19.ca.gov.
And in other news, Mike Tyson. It's all about the Benjamins. Yeah, there's a $20 million contract for Tyson to get back in the ring. The 53-year-old Tyson, his last official boxing match was in 2005. Well, good luck, Mike. Take the money and run. Yeah, that's it for sports time. Stick around. We've got a look at financial news coming up. El Centro Motors is open and ready to serve you. Stop by El Centro Motors, where they have made it safer to shop, easier to buy. Get 0% APR financing for 84 months on most of our 2019s. Or choose 6 months of payment relief. Buy a new Ford, and we will defer 3 payments and make 3 payments. El Centro Motors understands all financial situations, and we're here to help. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit 0% APR financing for 84 months at $11.90 per month per $1,000 financed. Example, 0% down. Not compatible with other offers. Payment relief program requires Ford credit financing with bonus cash applied to 3 monthly payments. Customer can defer first payment up to 128 days. Excludes leases. Finance charges continue to accrue during deferral period. Bonus cash amount is capped and varies by model. Offers exclude Super Duty, Raptor, and Mustang Shelby. All offers expire 6/1. See dealer for complete details. El Centro Motors, where they have made it safer to shop, easier to buy. It's that easy. Financial news. Yeah, and the markets. U.S. stocks rallied this morning after a long holiday weekend as investors seized on fresh coronavirus vaccine news and signs that global economies are slowly starting to crawl back from the pandemic shutdown. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up at one point nearly 600 points, while the S&P 500 rose 52 and the NASDAQ Composite up 127. Investors are focusing on signs of life in the global economy, as well as news of the gradual removal of economic restrictions related to COVID-19 and signs that Americans are beginning to feel safe enough to travel and congregate in larger groups. The S&P 500 traded above its 200-day moving average for the first time since March 5th, testing a closely watched resistance level. Travel-related stocks were surging in the U.S. and Europe after news that a German airline will resume flights in July as travel restrictions are lifted in Spain, and on data showing an increase in U.S. air travel.
COVID-19 testing by OptumServe is available in the Imperial County. The OptumServe testing site is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at no cost. And a doctor's referral is not required, but testing is by appointment only. You can register for an appointment online at lhi.care/COVID testing or by calling 888-634-1123. Or for more information, visit the Imperial County Public Health Department's website at icphd.org, icphd.org.
Weather for the valley today, it's going to be sunny with a high near 107, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low about 74, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow sunny with a high near 109, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. There is an excessive heat warning in effect Wednesday on into Saturday. That's it for this look at financial news and a brief look at the weather. Stick around. CBS News on the Hour is coming up. Local news, by the way, throughout the day, when and where it happens. Also, check out our website, kxoradio.com. Find us, follow us, like us on Facebook.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan in northern New Jersey. A cheer goes up at the hub of American capitalism. Floor trading resuming at the New York Stock Exchange for the first time in about 2 months. And Exchange President Stacey Cunningham says it is a big step forward.
For 228 years, we've been at the center of our economy, and we are going to prevail through this and for centuries to come.
A limited number of traders are back. They have to wear masks and social distance. The Dow and other stocks trading higher today, and business analyst Jill Schlesinger says there is reason for optimism.
Some parts of the economy that were hardest hit are showing nascent signs of recovery. Restaurants, hotels, and airlines are seeing more activity.
In New York State, campgrounds are reopening today.
Happy because this is our bread and butter.
Big crowds in close quarters at Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, led to calls for people seen at some celebrations over the weekend to self-quarantine now. CBS's Jim Krasula tells us some restaurants are employing new technology to take the temperature of the room as more open up during the pandemic.
You can expect to see more and more restaurants installing high-tech thermal cameras. Sean Kim has one at his newly opened Korean barbecue restaurant in Charlotte.
They worry most about people around them, which is the waitress, hostess, bartenders.
Kim says he wants to ease the minds of his customers. The cameras, which can scan up to 8 people at once, can gauge a person's temperature in just 2 seconds.
Well, not of Minneapolis.
I can breathe.
Can't breathe, says that black man pinned last night by police. Heard on a video there. Correspondent Jeff Pegues tells us.
Eventually, the man appears to move less and less, but the officer's knee is still on his neck. An ambulance would come, but the man was later pronounced dead at the hospital.
The FBI is now part of the investigation into that confrontation. Close eye on the weather as 2 astronauts are scheduled to blast off tomorrow on a SpaceX rocket. CBS's Mark Strassman says it'll be the first manned launch on U.S. soil in 9 years.
There is right now a 60% chance that conditions will be good enough to launch tomorrow. But it's not just the weather here on site that matters. If the launch should run into a significant issue, the in-flight abort system would propel the capsule into the Atlantic. And therefore, the seas have to be reasonably calm.
The government reports a slight rise in new home sales last month. A private report says home prices were up almost 4% in March. And right now on Wall Street, the Dow is up 683 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open a new savings account with a rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
As a pro, saving time and money is your first priority. Lowe's can help you save both. Shop on Lowe'sForPros.com and get free standard shipping on qualifying orders of $45 or more. You'll find the brands you trust and can order on the job site or in the truck from any device. Need something in a hurry? Make a quick trip to Lowe's. We're open at 6 a.m. and offer curbside pickup, so you can get what you need and get on your way. Lowe's, here to help you save time and money. Applies to eligible items only. Contiguous U.S. only. Restrictions apply. See Lowe'sForPros.com for details.
Whether you're working remotely, taking web classes, binge-watching TV, or gaming, Dell is here to help you find the right tech. From XPS and Alienware computers that are redefining what's possible with 10th gen Intel Core processors to the latest top brand electronics, our seamless tech solutions will help keep you connected. Plus, get free shipping. Call us today at 800-BUY-DELL. That's 800-BUY-DELL.
Parts of Europe continue the slow comeback from the coronavirus.
Greece has now reopened restaurants and cafes and restarted ferry services to its islands. Germany plans to relax its social distancing rules by late June. Iceland is now allowing gatherings of up to 200 people. But in a reminder of COVID's continuing human cost, the Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte has confirmed he was unable to visit his dying mother in her final weeks because of the rule barring visitors from nursing homes. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
South America's biggest airline, LATAM, is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy here in the U.S. Passenger and cargo flights will continue to operate. Tickets are still good, and employees will still get paid during the process. The CEO says the airline was profitable before the pandemic and now needs to shed some of its mounting debt. In northern New Jersey, I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
It's a great product. Both my wife and I take it. I know it's working for me. We babysit every day for 2 young grandchildren. I've always been prone to upper respiratory infections. Usually I get 2 a year, and I haven't had any for 2 years. It's just wonderful. It works great.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code FRUITS.
Ready to create your own income with your own home-based business where there's no such thing as getting laid off? If a billionaire entrepreneur spent 5 years and $20 million searching for the next big trend, wouldn't you want to know what he found? If you're serious about making money from home without having to leave home, then write this down. www.goherenext.com. You decide your income. Get the facts now. Goherenext.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Present to you with this year's Choice YouTuber Award,
Carroll Buckley.
Prepare to get rocked.
That was unbelievable.
AM 1230 KXO. 1230 KXO.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, let me call you back, man.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hi, so I have this stain and I heard you're the guy.
Say no more. Valley Dry Cleaning's got you covered. There you go, man.
Cool, man. Hey, man, you got it out. What'd you guys do?
Let's just say we've got a secret weapon.
Thanks, man.